Hey sisters, just kidding. Hi, my name is Julia and this is my first ever storytime video. I've never made one of these before in my whole entire life, but it seemed fun because I was reflecting on my childhood today and I was like, I was like involved in some very weird stuff. So we're gonna get into that today. I think this will explain a lot about me as a person. Yeah, it should be a fascinating time. The time period that this whole story was going on was about kindergarten to like 4th grade, because I moved in 4th grade. This is literally the weirdest thing you'll hear all day, ever, okay? So this is all true. All of this is true. This all really happened. You can like literally ask my mom. Like I'll ask my mom. It's a fascinating time. So let's get right into the news. Copyright infringement. No, I'm just kidding. This started when I was in like kindergarten. I had a friend, we will call him G, because that's the letter his name started with. And then there was a girl, C, we'll call her C. And then there was a boy, his name was D. There was another boy whose name was N. And then there was another girl whose name was J. My name is Julia, I'm not J, they're separate girls. So G was in love with J. Like that needs to be, G was the main boy. It was like G, and then it was N, and then it was D. Like, D was an odd little, who is he? He was odd. He moved to like Ireland after I moved, so it was fine. Tension. Anyway, so he was in love with her. So they were always chilling. Like they were just, I had a crush on G. Like this is what this was. So here's the issue. Me and N had like always had a thing. We literally started dating in like 3rd grade and we dated until like 6th grade. And then I met this guy, like I moved in 4th grade. We still talked in 6th grade and we were still dating in 6th grade. I met this guy at my school and I was like, so then I broke up with him, which is like not nice. He was like really sad about it. He was like, okay, I'll miss you. And I was like, I'll miss you too. And then I started crying, but like we were texting, so he didn't know I was crying, so it was all good. And I started crying, and then he like deleted his number, and I was like, so yeah. We started playing this game. It was kind of like tag, but it was weirder than tag. This game was themed after the like 2005 Disney Channel original movie Halloween Town. I'm sharing this with all of this earth. We played a game called Halloween Town, and there were vampires and werewolves and witches and wizards, and it was like so real to us. Like you don't even know, like if you were to tell one of us like this isn't real, we'd be like, do you want to die? Because like it was our livelihood. Like it was who we were as people. We were like 8. I think I was a vampire and a witch. I don't really remember what the heck was going on. But G was a werewolf. That I remember. Who am I anymore? So G was a werewolf. And he would literally chase us all around the playground, threatening to scratch us. And I remember once he actually caught up to me and like dug his nail into my arm. And I was like, ah! And this is the moment in which I realized it's not a game anymore, BB. It's oof, oof, oof. So yeah, that's it. I remember one instance that is the most notable. This whole thing went on for like 5 years, and I found a journal in my room after we moved like last year that I had written to my friends in, and I was like, you guys are with G, aren't you? And they were like, no, Julia, we would never do that to you. And I was like, yeah, as you under his spell, he got you, like you're gone now. And I, like, are you okay? Sister Julia, like, get it together, fix your life. I remember one day, D, he was so weird. I'm so sorry. He had a crush on me for the longest time. I can't remember if I already said that. He like gave me his car's diary. There was nothing in it. It was like a gift. And I remember being so uncomfortable, but he was like, no, take it. Please take it. And I was like, okay. And then after that, I was like, he loves me. And then he asked me out, and then my dad wrote him a letter. Because I wanted to say yes, because like I wanted a boyfriend, boy. And my dad was like, no. And I remember crying and falling onto my dad in the most dramatic way possible. He was like laying in bed, and I like fell on him. And I went, Dad, you don't understand. I love him. I love him. And then D like ignored me for like the rest of my life after that letter. It was so stressful. What a stressful and anxiety-riddled time. I remember one instance in which D acted weird all day long. And we were like all in the same homeroom, except G was in another class. So he was a man of mystery. We would only see him. I had math with him, but that's it. Because it was a split class. Because we were in 3rd and 4th grade. So D goes outside. We're in 4th grade when this happened. And he starts slowly speaking the words to Paradise City. He like this really like creepy like glazed over face. And there was like the playground, there was like the tarp, like the basketball court with the tarp over it, and then the playground, and then the swing set, and then a big empty field for like a mile and a half. And we were not supposed to go very far, but we would. And there was one spot where the grass cleared out, and there was like just like a sand, like a hard land thing. It was very odd. I'll put some pictures in if I can. If not, like you get the idea. So he's like walking around like a mile out, and he's like, take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take me down to the... And I'm like none of us knew this song because we're 10. And we were all like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, D, are you okay? And I literally, like, I thought he was possessed by Satan. So this boy, he was so ahead of the curve. Like, I'm convinced that he has written the screenplay for Supernatural. He is Supernatural. Like, he is every cast member of Supernatural. He is the set. Like, it's going on. He literally, gets a rock. I promise to God I'm not making this up. He draws a circle in the dirt. And we're like, D, like, what's going on? And draws a star in it. Like that, like the witchcraft, like the Satanism thing. That's like a circle with like a star in it. And he sits in the middle. And he's like, take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. And we're like, D, what the frick? So then we all decide that we have to stand on the points. This was literally a cult. Like, Satanism who? And we're standing around the points, and we're all holding hands, and we're going, take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. And we were convinced we were saving his life, like from Lucifer himself. So we're all sitting, we're like, take me out. With like a blank, like, I can't even do it with a straight face. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. I think I started crying, like if I remember properly, but anyway, I might not, because we were in 4th grade. And then he pretends to pass out, like in the dirt. He's like, and I lost my mind. You best believe, melodramatic Julia Simpson at 11 years old, when I was wearing my like hot pink sparkly cap, like sideways with like a dramatic side pony and like crop tops with a tank top under it because my parents like modesty, that said like dance on, and then like star leggings. Like, you best, I didn't even dance. Like, with like glasses, like I have contacts now, but like glasses. And you best believe she was ready for attention, for drama, for pettiness, for fighting. She was here for it. So I literally like started crying. I was like, D, are you okay? Like, I went like cradled his head. Like, who are you? And then he gets up. And I'm like, D, you're alive. Like, clearly he's alive. You're so stupid. And he looks at me in my eyes. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember it having to do with, like, my love healing him. And oh my God, what? I beg your pardon? Boy, I'm telling a story right now. Josie, no, it's okay. So she senses the Satan that was in Dee's heart. Okay. So then flash forward to 5th grade. I've moved. I like haven't seen these kids in forever. Like my childhood friends, like they're gone. Just kidding. That sounded really sad, but it kind of is. So I tried to bring the game Halloween Town that was so real to me to my new elementary school. So I try to convince everyone that I'm a vampire and that I will bring blood for them to drink and they will all also be vampires. So I go home, I fill up a water bottle, put some red food coloring in it, sneak it in my backpack so my mom won't find it, sneak it off to school like a sneaky little devil, and then take it out of recess. And a teacher, okay, so there was such a culture shift because where I used to live, it wasn't like ghetto, but it wasn't like a gated community. And then now it's like a gated community. And just, she took my water bottle and she was like, this is distracting. This is Satanism. And I was like, what's satanic about vampires, sis? Like, I didn't say that, but like, I so should have. And she took it away. And I believe I got a mark on my report card. Not my report card, my conduct card, my expectation card. It was called an expectation card, and it was literally the bane of my existence because I got marks every single day. Swish. Because I was talkative and I didn't do my homework and I interrupted class time and I was distracting. Whatever. Who knows? Could have been anything. Could have been anyone. Teacher, how do you know it was me talking? Probably because I never shut up. But yeah, so that's the story time of the time I saved a 10-year-old boy's life with my love, the love in my heart. And I was like basically in like a satanic child cult. Okay. I hate myself. Yeah. So, have a great day. I can't with myself. I really just cannot with myself anymore.